Welcome back. Today is going to be a little bit of a weird episode. Ooh, didn't notice that island before. Yeah. Today's going to be a little bit of a weird episode. I'm going to try and do a bunch of achievements. Every time I reset, every time I update, go into the next version, my achievements have been reset. So I have a lot of achievements I haven't done, even though I actually have done a lot of these things. And naturally, as I kept playing, I got some things. I opened my inventory and got wood, and I create so many crafting benches. I've done this achievement about 1,000 times. But there's still some that I haven't gotten. So I'm going to do a little bit of achievement chasing, hunting, bingo. Not bingo. Bingo would not be the right word. Yeah, I'm going to get as many enchantments as I can. I think these 3 will be pretty easy. I just have to craft a hoe, get some bread and some cake. I got to remember the recipe for cake. That's going to be a challenge. And then I think let's just kill a cow. Yeah, harvest some leather. I don't know exactly what this is. I got to do something with a pig. That's going to be interesting. This is going to be hard, but I might have a workaround to achieve it in sort of a cheesy way. I don't know if it works, but we'll see. And I'm not going to do this. That's 1,000 blocks, and that's a long time. But we are going to do this, and that's what we're going to focus on, gathering fish. That's what we're going to focus on right now. I'm at this island that is the swamp is over that direction, and the desert village is that way, which puts the home base, the starter island, over here. So just to get an idea of where I am, that's what it is. And we're going to build a little dock right here. I'm going to call it right here. And this is where we're going to go fishing. So I'm going to do what I did with the witch's hut. We're going to have some wood coming out, and it's going to start as spruce, go to jungle, and then oak at the top. So it kind of gives the impression that it's farther down it gets, it's kind of soaked. And let's see, what do we want this to be made out of? Probably, I brought a bunch of stuff. I think we probably want it out of wood slabs. Why did that not work? I think maybe. Let's see, what does this look like? Oops. Yeah, and maybe even keep that, get it under, but instead of oak, we use the jungle wood that I saw. That's an idea. That's an interesting thought. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot of achievements in this episode. I also finished I keep calling it a Metroidvania, but that is very, very generous use of that word. It is barely a Metroidvania. But I finished it, so I'll show it off in a bit when I'm done here. And then we're going to do a bunch of achievements, and this should be fun. This is going to be very interesting. See what I can get done. And eventually, I'm thinking about making some houses on this island. I don't know if I want to do a whole little village or just one main house. Make it as if this were just like a lighthouse keeper's home or something. So have a little house and a lighthouse with this dock. That could be cool. That's a thought I had. I think that works. Yeah. It is absolutely nothing special. And in fact, it kind of is meh. But I think it serves its purpose. I might have some sort of fishing house that comes off it around here. Could be interesting, sort of like a pavilion is probably the closest proper word. I might do something like that eventually, but right now, this is a dock. That's all I'm going for. So first achievement. Let's do this. Now we wait. let you do it. Come on. Come on. Just take a little bit of a nipple. Fish. And this should be our first achievement. Voila. Achievement got. What's next? I wonder, do I have to actually follow an ender pearl or... Oh wait, no. Yeah, the end. Locate the end. Do I have to go into the end or just a stronghold? Because I have the stronghold. I can just go to the stronghold. I'll wait till past night and then do that. I realize if I'm too far east and I go straight towards the stronghold, I might hit where the wither is. And we don't want that. So it's a bit of a gamble, but I think I'm not that far. Let's just cross our fingers and hope. I think we're good. I think the desert is just right here. I think we're fine. No boss bar. No boss bar. I don't know, but that scared me. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I still have a crafting bench here. That's about right. Where do I go in? Okay. Apparently a torch spammed as well. Ew, that makes me sick. Oh, I hate this. Okay. Here we go. Oh, my mouse just messed up. Don't know what the heck is with that, but that's a choice. So I guess I have to go into the portal to get this achievement. And the question is, I'm going to purposely die probably. Because the question is, each version reset the achievements. Did they reset the Ender Dragon fight? I have no idea. So I might be walking into an Ender Dragon fight. Which is why I'm getting rid of all of my stuff. And I'll just come back here for it. It's better than the alternative. Let's get that achievement. You take a lot to die. There's no boss bar. But I also didn't get the achievement. What does it say? Locate the end. I am in the end. How does that not qualify for the achievement? Maybe I have to go through this portal? Careful not to look at guys. Can I escape? Yes, I can. Weird. Well, that achievement does nothing, I guess. Maybe I need a... I don't know. Maybe I need an Ender, or what's it called? An Eye of Ender. And then I need to throw it at the stronghold. That might be what needs to happen. Now I need a new boat. Oh well, I'll get that achievement later. When I go back to get my stuff, I'll get that achievement. Because I don't think... Not that. No, come on. Let's get these farming achievements. Okay, this should be... In fact, I should have done this at the other place. But this should be pretty trivial. I just need one more piece of wood. Apparently, I've emptied most of my stock. Well, that should be fine. Achievement got. Let's see. Do I have any Ender pearls? I have an Eye of Ender. Let's, instead of using that for an Ender chest, something that is actually useful, I'm going to use that to get to that stronghold. To quote unquote locate that stronghold. And maybe that's what the achievement wants. It's got to be. Okay. Let's first things first. Turn that way down. Now, does the cow tipper achievement need me to actually kill a cow or just collect leather? It is the latter. So I don't need to kill a cow. I think the other achievement is to craft bread. Should be trivial. And then I need to craft cake. How do I do the cake? So I know 3 wheat is involved, 3 buckets Three buckets of milk are involved, and some sugar. Sugar and egg? Either 2 sugar and 1 egg, or 1 sugar and 2 egg. I'm not sure which, actually. So we will find that out. That's going to be the tricky part. Still haven't cleaned this area up. That's something that's been on my list since basically the beginning of the series. And I just didn't bother. Grab that. Potentially 2. And we need... What am I coming for? Oh, the buckets. Should have some stored in here. Somewhere. Okay, let's get these cows. Oh, we're back in the loud zone. Just gonna do this real quick, so don't need to bother. Just, hi guys. You're loud and annoying. Bye guys. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, I'll need some carrot for the pig one. Probably. I'm assuming the advancement is something like ride a pig. And I think how it works is carrot with a fishing rod and a pig with a saddle. I think that's how that works. I think I've seen this before, but it was in a video and it's been like a year or 2, so maybe I'm getting it wrong. But in fact, let's keep that. I'm gonna bring that to the little island and dock so I can have a bunch of whatchamacallit, fishing rods. Do that, and then do that. Okay. For a second, I thought I got that wrong. And then we should now. Question is, how do we make a cake? I'm guessing the wheat is on the top and the milk is at the bottom. Or, oh, I didn't craft the sugar. See, I don't know. It could go either way. It's wheat at the top and milk at the bottom, I think. It's not just that, is it? Nope. Not that. Maybe it's 2 sugar, 1 egg. Now we try all those combinations, but with the reverse. That's what it is. Let's try to put that in my memory. We got the lie. So what I'm thinking, kill those guys off. We safely break this. Ah, shoot. I just messed up. I've made a big mistake. Mistakes have been made. So the idea is I want a skeleton down here. And then I want arrows in this block that the piston will retract. And I think when the piston retracts with those in it, they fall, hit the skeleton. This is the theory. I go 50 blocks away. I think the achievement says 50 blocks. And then Yes, 50 meters, which 50 blocks, I think. Each block is a meter. And then, in theory, that might count as achievement got. But how do I get the skeleton here with that already retracted or pushed up? That is the question. I guess let's test if this works. If I can get down here, pull this lever, and get back, and they're still there. Oops. Will it be fine? They are still there. Okay. So first test complete. And now does it say kill or just shoot? I'm betting it says kill. Kill. Okay. So just guarantee all of the options. Get rid of that. And now this is gonna kill the guy with the armor. But you should be left with one heart. Half a heart or one heart. And then I should be able to run real quick. Shoot, my run. That might cost me. I did it! I'm a genius! And I'm definitely counting that as a redstone contraption for the advancement for completing 1.5 and going on to 1.6. Because I feel super clever about that. Probably something everyone does when trying to complete that advancement, but I feel very smart right now. What else do we have? I think that was it. I'm going to try to... Oh, let's fly a pig off a cliff. That should be fun. I don't know what counts as a cliff, though. This is something I'm not going to achieve. I'm not going to achieve this because it's a waste of diamonds. So I don't know what these two are, or if I even can achieve them. I'll try this. My guess is that it wants an Ender Pearl. Not an Ender Pearl. It wants me to throw an Eye of Ender. I think that's the distinction that it wants from me. That I have not completed. So let's go do that. It's retrieve all the stuff I left there. First, I'm going to go to the Stone Age, get a stone pickaxe, just to make sure that there's nothing past that. Do I have everything I need? No, I need a little bit more wood. Those are different. How did I get charcoal and coal? I wasn't paying attention. I must have. Oh, wait, no. I know exactly how I did that. Throw that there. Grab a piece. Oh, a stick. Let's grab a stick. And then let's get into the Stone Age. And see if there's anything past that. There's not. Okay. So I'm going to try to get this. I'm never going to get this. I'm pretty sure that's Kill the Wither. If I'm right about that, I'm never getting that. I might get these. But by the time I'm ready to get more diamonds, or use more diamonds to get an enchanter, this is probably already will be reset. So I'm just going to get this. I don't know what counts as a cliff, though. What counts as a cliff? It could be 3 blocks. It could have to be 20 or something. Does the pig have to die? Does the pig have to survive? There's, for an achievement that pigs fly, there's a lot of things to consider. Anyway, real quick, I'm going to go back to the stronghold and see if maybe using the Eye of Ender is the trick for that achievement. And also get my stuff back. Alright, we are on approach. Let's see if this is the right thing to do. At what point should I actually use it is the question. Is that going to break? No. Cool. If this breaks and I use it too early, I'm screwed. But if it doesn't, I should be fine. Let's do that. Oh, my arm is... Why is my arm like that? That was weird. And then I know exactly where it is. Maybe it has to go underground. I bet that's it. Still, you broke. And now my arm is stuck. My arm is stuck. What the heck? Okay, let's just see. Maybe that was enough. Maybe. If it is enough, it should just happen right when I enter the stronghold and not at the portal. But who knows? This arm thing is really messing with me. Really? It didn't work? Oh well. That's it. Is my arm thing fixed now? Maybe I still have to go through the portal, and having used the eye will make it work. I'm grasping at straws, but I may as well, because this will just bring me back to that island. Do I have a boat in inventory? Yeah, I thought I did. I do. Cool. Okay. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try. Oh! Shoot! No, no, no! Worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario. Some of that stuff is worth getting back. Dang it. Stupid Enderman. How many do I need? Less than that. Okay. Now it's a mission to get my stuff back. And I'm making like the 5th boat that I will have over there. Oh my gosh, that was scary. So, that was a jump scare. I do not think I have been as afraid ever in this game as I was just now. That was horrifying. Okay, look down. Oh gosh. They're in the platform. Hi. You're just following me. Those? Anything else? Oh, my inventory is full. I think that's pretty much everything. I think I got. Back everything. Nice. I didn't get the achievement. That's the one thing I didn't get. Which is unfortunate. Skip that. And no achievement. I guess there's... I don't know. It must be, like I said, that the pearl has to... Say pearl again. The eye has to go underground. Register that it's down. And then the achievement can be made, maybe? I'm not gonna bother with that. That involves killing more Endermen. And I'm not bothering there. The last thing I need is to send a pig off a cliff. And this is a pretty good cliff. And we got some pigs right over there. This is ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Let's get off this guy. And attract everyone over here. Once again. Attempt number 2. Hey, buddies. I'm going to let y'all out if you let me. Can I? Do you want out, hey man? My dude? We're gonna have a bunch of guys get out. They're gonna die eventually, but for the moment, this is all that matters. Where are the fences? Where are the fences in my inventory? They are on the hotbar. Oh, that could have been so easy. That could have been a lot of crisis avoided, but I panicked. And it wasn't. Come on. Seriously? How about that? Okay. Let's do this, guy. I believe in you. Can he not go up? Okay, good. Second, I thought he couldn't go up. Come on. Yeah, man. We go to the tallest part I can. Doesn't use durability. Fairly quickly. I should be able to get up here pretty easy. And then... Come on, man. He flew. Pig flew. You know what? I was going to kill him. I'm going to leave this guy. He deserves to live. Oh, and the fences popped back in my inventory. I'll go fix that later. Anyway, I have done a lot of achievements. This was fun. That tree looks weird, right? It's not just me. That's a weird looking tree. Okay. Something's off there. Something ain't right. It's weird. I don't get it. But anyway, I think this is going to be the end of the episode. But before I end it, I got to show you what I did. I finished the I call it Metroidvania. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I call it Metroidvania. It's not really. Very, very generous use of that. Yeah, so the outer shell, it's just going to be these pillars. I have a wall around everything right now until I am able to properly light up this whole mountain, because monsters have been spawning on me. So I want to avoid that, ideally. Okay, let's do this. So like I said, this is you're going to come onto this as a ruin. This is the exit, actually, but if you go down there, you're going to be met with a closed door, so you can't get through the exit. You go down the ladder, and you end up falling. Where you can set your spawn here, because the bed up there won't exist. That's in my base of operations. And then, this is the first thing you see. You can press this all you want. Nothing's going to happen. So the only other option is press this button and get through the door. If you can. Volume up. Had it down from when I was at the cows. And this is where I'm going to just constantly struggle. Because you need to do parkour. You need to do parkour. Which, off camera, I'm apparently really good at. But every time I start recording, I fail miserably. Every single time, without fail. Okay, we're good. You get the key, and you get a lever. There's also secrets that you can find all over the place. I guess I may as well do the map as if this was my first time, although I know all the secrets. Is this world, I don't make download or anything. I honestly don't know how. I'm very noobish with all that kind of stuff. So this wool is going to become relevant later, but it's scattered all throughout. And this is what you have a lever to permanently leave that door open. Key. Oh, look, you need the key here. Might rename this like keyhole or something to make it very clear that's what's missing. And before I potentially die, you're a problem for parkour. I need to be on the edge of the block for this to work. Now, come on. I should not have made the majority of this whole thing parkour map, but I did because I'm a pro. Oh, come on. I made that jump. Seriously? I guess I didn't sprint in time. I don't know what. Really? This is not even the hard parkour, supposedly. But yeah, you find this room eventually, and you realize, oh, these match. You don't really know what they do, but they go there. You get clued into what they do. Oh, come on. Later. And then you need to find a combination. I already know the combination, so I'm not going to actually find it. But one tricky part is you got to go under this lava. If you just drop straight down it, you're going to die. But if you jump... Oh, I didn't jump far enough. Oh, apparently I can survive. You can make it. So you find this piece of lime block. That's going to be important. But it was also a clue to the code. I know the code is 314. 3-digit code, as it says. Also, a little sneaky trick. If you just leave right then you'll miss. Oh, apparently, shoot. I put two lime in there. One of those should have been a pink. I did mess up. But this is where it becomes a thing. You see, these are sticking out. They weren't sticking out before I pressed the button. See, the pink isn't, or not button. Pink isn't a thing right now. It's just on the ground. So is the lime. When I put these in their respective spots in that special wool room, remember that one of these lime ones is actually supposed to be pink. I'm getting better at this jump, but not quite good. Not quite good. Oh, come on. Jump just a split second too late. Or is it too early? I don't know. But yeah, one of these is supposed to be pink, so it goes with the pink. And then those do their thing. You come back, go in here, and now everything is extended. And I see if I can do this parkour. I've definitely done it multiple times before. But like I said, I'm on recording, so who knows? I just got a lag spike. That's interesting. That's never happened before. Should be an area that I've loaded for a long time. Boy. How many times do we think it's going to take? Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Barely nailed it, but nailed it. Come on! No! No! Not like this. Why? No, I didn't jump. fine. We're fine. Everything is fine and perfect and normal. And I'm not mad at all. Jumped too early. Jumped. No. 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 Oh, come on. That should have been it. Really? Okay. So we grab that. And then you need to notice that that's a chest right there. I probably should put that chest somewhere else. I just couldn't figure out a good place to. And then you have to do this again, because as you see, it's white wool. And if you noticed, when I got the key and the lever, this was white wool. And you just heard a door open. And that is it. I'm tempted to hide some like special secret here. No one's ever going to play this except me. So I might do it just to practice parkour. Although I don't know why I'm failing sometimes and why I'm succeeding other times. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. But that's it for the episode. That was quite something. It happened. We're okay. We suck at parkour, but we're okay. And anyway, I will see you in the next episode. Who knows what we're going to be doing? Probably more fishing. I'll see you in the next episode where we mess with some more redstone, because I think it's about time I move on to 1.6, but I have like 2 more redstone things I have to do to achieve my goal. And as I'm doing this outro, I am looking dead straight into Steve's eyes, and with this gold helmet on, you can barely see the blue from certain angles, and it kind of looks like he has dead eyes. It's very, very, very freaky. But anyway, please like and subscribe, comment, and see you in the next episode.